Good afternoon, everyone. My name is CJ, your learner and coach. Please just want to take a quick one based on comments, questions that have been asked. And the question is simple: do we need currency strength meter or Forex factory for news while we trade in HFX? Yes, of course, it strictly depends on individuals. You can use the currency strength meters, or you can use the currency strength meter if you go to www.livecharts.co.uk. When you go to that web page, you're going to see currency strength meter. Once you click on it, you're going to see this. Okay, now this is actually the currency strength meter. It's giving you the majors and the minors. Okay, now one, you need to understand how the currency strength meter is being used. You need to know the base and the quote currency. Now you know when the base currency is lower than the quote, it is supposed to be what? Selling. But when the base is higher than the quote, it's supposed to be buying. Take for example, Euro GBP. If you go to Euro GBP, okay, I'll check the GBP pair. If you go to Euro, okay, let's go to Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Okay. Now, when you go to Euro GBP, you are supposed to see it that it should be what? Buying, because the euro is higher than the GBP. Yes, of course, it is what? Buying. Okay, it is what? Buying. But then, as you can see, this is Euro GBP and it's what? Buying. Based on the trend, you can see that it's an uptrend, meaning it's buying. Very good. Now, you still make use of the news also if you want to look at the news and begin to trade and all that. But me specifically, I don't use the what's it called, currency strength meters. I don't, because sometimes it becomes misleading. Okay, it becomes misleading because just like your indicators, it is also lagging. It is based on what is happening here that translates here. So here comes first before here. Okay, now that is purely me, how I see it. Now, for you not to confuse yourself, why I don't bank on the currency strength meter is simple. Sometimes you see it that okay, let's check this AUDJPY. Okay, let's just go to AUDJPY. Okay, you can see that at the moment the market is what? Buying. Okay, at the moment AUDJPY is buying. But if you check your currency strength meter, AUDJPY is supposed to maybe be consolidating. It's supposed to be in a ranging market. Okay, so that is why strictly I, for one, don't depend on this. Okay, let's go to USD, AUD, USD, AUD, USD. Okay, and see what you're seeing there. It is what? Buying. But when you come here, you actually see that the base is higher, but with no much difference, just one bar. Okay, just one bar. But when you look at this movement and look at the one for GBP USD, you can see what's the difference. This is what? difference of 3 bars, and this is just difference of 1 bar. You can see it doesn't really translate it in the market, because if you go by what you are seeing in currency strength meter, you are supposed to have a steep move of price. Okay, very steep. Okay, now that is it. But most importantly, I think currency strength meter will be very good for those maybe trading forex and the rest of it, okay, that are trading the regular forex, with stop loss, pips, counting here and there. But for HFX, I think because we popularly known as money minutes, okay, our trades are usually done in minutes. Okay, our trades are usually done in minutes, so you don't need to depend on whether it is showing you that it is supposed to be selling, or it's selling you is supposed to be buying to get into the market. You do your charts properly and look at it, and look at a proper time to get into the market. Okay, now for me, I don't use the currency strength meter. I don't use the currency strength meter at all. No, I don't. Now the other is the Forex Factory. Yes, Forex Factory is news. People wait for news. Some people look out for the red hot news. Some look at the near red hot news. Some look at the just news and all that. So we tell you stay away from the market when there is a red hot news. Why some look out for it? Okay, some look out for it. Some filter and make sure they are just taking just red hot news and not just any news. Okay, apply filter. This is when they will trade, meaning 3 a.m. around 2:15 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. they look at something like this to trade. While some just filter it and make sure they are just having news that are not I will not do much in the market. Okay, they just look at all this is what they look at and all that. But for me too, I don't use this. No, I don't. I just work with this. Okay, am I working with this? Most times you want to use your what's it called MACD. You want to use your MACD to tell what your trend is saying. Okay, now what do? You use a higher time frame and a lower time frame. A higher time frame and a lower time frame. This is a 5-minute time frame. This is a 2-minute time frame. This is the importance of getting a not just registered trading view, but a subscribed trading view. This will enable you to have double time frames. Now, when I have it like this, I could be using my 5 minutes mostly for knowing the trend at any point in time. Okay, now if it's telling me it's in a downtrend in a higher time frame, then I look for a sell in my lower time frame. Okay, I look for a sell in my lower time frame. Okay, so that is just about me and how I like trading. Okay, so I look for what a higher time frame in. Yes, good. Now this is just what I do. If I actually wanted to trade let me say Euro USD for example, I look at my time frame. If I'm going to be selling here, it means that this is selling. Okay, it will mean that my 5 minutes is selling for me to sell in what 2 minutes. Okay, if my 5 minutes is buying, I'm buying in 2 minutes. Okay, now take for example, you see it now that 2 minutes is what selling, and you can see my 5 minutes is positioning to sell, selling. Now getting into a trade here becomes convenient, looking at what I have actually charted. Okay, looking at what I've charted. Look at this point where the market was buying. Now when 2 minutes was buying, the 5 minutes was also what? Buying. So this is my trend. This tells me where the market is swaying to, because that's the essence of the currency strength meter. So all you need is have a look at a higher time frame. Now if you don't have a registered trading view, okay, you just have something like this, all you needed to do is just be sure to go to a higher time frame. What is it saying? You check your higher time frame. Okay, in my higher time frame is positioning for a sell. In my MACD, even my stochastic is telling me it's going to sell. Then I go back to my lower time frame. What is happening? Okay, it's positioning for a sell. Even my MACD is telling me it's going to sell. So that is the essence of using a higher time frame and not banking on what your currency strength meters and the factory news. Yes, news may come up sometimes. Good and fine. That is me. I hardly go to news. Now, sometimes I think when you see major news, your trading view may just have it. You see just like a map. Sorry, not a map now, a flag based on the country that has on the pair you are and where the news is. You just see it. So when I get to such, I just wait on the market. Okay, for me that's major. Okay, so I only have trades where news is manipulating it. I know what I've charted, it works. So I don't use currency strength meter. You can use it if it works for you, good and fine. But what I use is strictly double time frame, where my 5 minutes tells me the trend. Okay, now if my 5 minutes is telling me it is buying, okay, and my 1 minute is telling me, my 2 minutes is telling me to sell, I become skeptical. I hardly enter into such until both time frames are to that direction, either for a sell or for a buy. So that's why I don't use the currency strength meter. That's why I don't even bank on what the news is saying also. So that being said, if you have any question or you have any comment, you can put it right at the comment section of this video, and make sure you like and subscribe so that anytime the updates are coming, you begin to get them, and I pray it be useful to you. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Goodbye.